Have you ever wondered why some medical teams seem to thrive in chaos, like nothing phases them, while others stumble over the simplest interactions? Picture this. It's 3 a.m. in the emergency department. 2 trauma cases arrive at the same time. You have 2 teams working in the ER. Team A works like a well-oiled machine. They're calm under pressure, redirect when the situation changes, and communicate effectively. Team B, on the other hand, seems to struggle with even the most basic of tasks. Everyone knows their roles, but communication is difficult, tensions run high, and everyone seems frustrated. What if I told you that the difference between these teams isn't just about experience or clinical skills? Hi, I'm Dr. Ben. I'm a pediatric cardiologist, medical educator, and coach. I founded The Developing Doctor to help healthcare providers thrive in their careers despite the chaos of the medical system. As a physician who's worked with countless healthcare teams, I've discovered something fascinating about team dynamics. And it's not always what you know. It's actually about how you act and communicate on medical teams. Today, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite tools for improving communication skills, and that's the DISC assessment. Here's the problem. Let's face it. We spend years in medical training learning how to communicate and work with patients. We master the art of breaking bad news, showing empathy, and explaining really complex conditions in simple terms. But here's the ironic part. We spend almost no time learning how to communicate effectively with each other on multidisciplinary teams. The statistics are really pretty alarming. Did you know that 67%, that's 2/3 of medical errors, are directly linked to communication breakdowns between healthcare providers? Take a minute and think about that. These aren't failures of medical knowledge, they're failures of team communication and basic team function. In addition, only 1/3 of physicians feel comfortable navigating difficult team dynamics. We simply don't have the skills to deal with each other when things go awry. In our traditional medical hierarchy, we've created unintentional barriers. The attending physician communicates differently than the resident, who also communicates differently than the nurse practitioner and the bedside nurse. Add in different personalities and high-stress situations, and you've got a recipe for miscommunication and disaster. The impact actually goes well beyond patient safety and patient care. I've seen brilliant healthcare providers burn out because they just couldn't navigate team dynamics. I've also witnessed and been on a medical team that imploded, which paralyzed programs and the delivery of patient care due to toxic work environments created by poor communication and poor leadership. Here's another sobering statistic. 78% of healthcare providers report experiencing significant stress from team communication challenges. Think about the last time you left work feeling frustrated because something went wrong due to miscommunication or just poor team dynamics. Those preventable patient complications, they often lead to extended patient recovery times and also cost millions of dollars due to staff turnover and the associated recruitment costs. How well you communicate with your team can significantly impact your career trajectory. I've seen outstanding clinicians passed over for leadership roles simply because they couldn't effectively communicate with different personality types. Let me share a personal story. A few years back, I took on a new leadership role as a fellowship program director. One of my responsibilities in that role was to manage the mentorship process for fellows' research projects. Our departmental policy wasn't very popular because it was really restrictive and limited the choice of mentors available for fellows. To tackle this, I thoroughly examined the success of previous research projects. I explored the literature for policies on effective research mentorship and developed a proposal that I thought addressed the issues based on the feedback I received. I scheduled a meeting with my director to discuss it. Within a few minutes of the meeting starting, he dismissed me without making any changes to the protocol. I left feeling frustrated and a bit defeated. In hindsight, I realized that the problem wasn't really with the information I presented, but with how I presented it. I came in with a lot of details and data and evidence to support the need for change, but my director was really action-oriented and not interested in all the details. In short, I bored him and he didn't care. I was set up for failure from the start. The lesson here is that it's not what you say, but how you say it. It's crucial to adapt your communication style to match the listener's style if you want them to take action and truly hear what you say. The DISC assessment tool is one that I like to use to help coaching clients identify their communication style and the style of others so that they can communicate more effectively on medical teams. Let's dive into that a bit more. The DISC model breaks down communication into 4 main styles: D or dominance, I or influence, S or steadiness, and C or conscientiousness. A I'll take a minute now and explore each of the DISC's 4 main communication styles and talk about how you can learn to identify and adapt to each style. D, or dominant style communicators, are your direct, results-focused colleagues. They are quick-moving, clear, and future-oriented. You'll spot them by their straightforward speech and tendency to get right to the point. Their strength lies in decisive action and clear direction, but they can sometimes seem impatient and come off as abrasive or dismissive. When communicating with these styles, keep it brief, stick to the facts, and focus on actions and results. Next is I, or the influence communicator. These communicators are energetic, optimistic, and people-oriented. You'll recognize them by their animated conversations and enthusiasm. While they excel at motivating others and building relationships, they may struggle with organization and staying focused. When working with I styles, match their energy, be friendly, and use examples and visual aids to help keep them engaged. S, or steadiness communicators, value harmony and dependability. They're excellent listeners and naturally supportive team players. Look for those who take time to consider responses and maintain a calm demeanor no matter what's going on. Their strength is creating stable, harmonious environments, though they may resist change and avoid conflict. When interacting with S styles, maintain a steady pace, listen actively, and give them time to process information. Finally, we have the C, or conscientious style. These analytical communicators focus on accuracy and details. You'll identify them by their methodical approach and tendency to ask detailed questions. While they excel at detailed analysis and problem solving, they may struggle with quick decisions due to their need for complete information. When working with C styles, provide detailed information upfront. Be prepared for questions, and consider using written communication. With that background, it's important to remember that no style is better than another. Each has its unique strengths and limitations, and every style is really needed on a team. The key to effective communication is recognizing these different styles and adapting your approach accordingly. Once you learn to identify these styles and understand them, everything changes. You'll start recognizing why your detailed-oriented resident clashes with the big picture attending. You'll understand why some nurses prefer written, detailed instructions while others thrive on verbal, in-person communication. I've seen remarkable transformations on medical teams just by recognizing and adapting communication styles as needed. The key is learning to flex and adapting. So, if you're talking to a high D colleague, get straight to the point. By contrast, for a high I, start with building rapport and ask about their weekend or their day. High S individuals appreciate a steady and methodical approach, while high C types value precision and data. So, how can you apply this in your daily practice? Don't worry, I've got your back on this. I've created a comprehensive guide specifically for healthcare professionals, the Healthcare DISC Communication Cheat Sheet. This cheat sheet includes quick tips for identifying communication styles on rounds. It also includes strategies for adapting your approach in high-stress situations. I've added in a few real-world examples of successful communication across different styles, and included a few templates for common clinical interactions that you can look at and adapt as needed. This really isn't just theory, it's practical, actionable guidance that you can use your very next shift. So, it's time to transform your team's communication. Here's what you can do right now. First, download your free DISC Healthcare Communication Guide using the link below. This resource alone can start improving your team's interactions immediately. Next, subscribe to this channel for weekly insights on medical leadership and team dynamics. I'll share helpful tips on all sorts of non-clinical skills that you'll need to thrive in healthcare. And finally, if you're interested, check out my online course, Mastering Wellness: How to Thrive as a Physician. This course includes a module on communication skills, and as part of the course, you'll take the DISC assessment and learn all about your communication style. You can also pair the coach with personalized one-on-one coaching to get deeper insights into applying these principles in your specific healthcare setting. Check the course out now, the link's below in the description. Finally, share your experiences in the comments below. What communication challenges are you facing on your medical team? And what information would you like me to cover in my next video? Let's learn from each other and build stronger healthcare teams together. You spent a long time training for the current position you have. It's time to thrive in healthcare. Remember that great patient care starts with great communication. I'll see you on the next video.